Hello everybody, and to get right to the point, the reason why I'm making this video is to talk about League of Legends, more specifically what I have learned from Bronze. Now I've recently reached the top of Bronze 1. Which might not seem like much of an achievement. I would like to say, for anyone watching this video, this is more aimed at other people in around Bronze. So obviously if you're in Gold or higher, and you're actually any good at the game, this sort of stuff is going to be plain as day to you. So, you know, just fuck off. Point number 1 that I've learned from Bronze. The majority of people are going to act like dicks. But raging back at them is not going to solve shit. If you act like a complete and utter asshole back, or if you think that by raging at them is going to teach them some sort of lesson, then it's not. It's just going to make the whole situation way worse when everyone starts bitching back and forth each other and the whole team morale just falls apart. I think a lot of people don't realise this League is a lot more about the actual mechanics of the game. It's also about you as the people, how your team works, even if it's complete strangers, like it is most of the time in ranked, because sometimes you're not going to be even duo queuing. You're going to need to be able to form some sort of makeshift synergy with these people. And if everyone's bitching and raging at each other because in Champ Select, I don't know, Faggot Eater 1912 insta-locked in, and everyone's just been bitching all game, then you're going to have a bad game. You're going to most likely lose. And yeah, true, most insta-lockers do suck balls, but are you really helping the situation by raging? I'm not saying be a little bitch about it, but what I am saying is just call them an asshole, fair enough, but don't spend the whole game whining. And what's more, no one on the enemy team wants to hear it. Make sure you can play every role in the game, at least to a semi-decent standard, because for one, it just gets so boring playing the same role over and over and over again. Obviously have mains, have a role that you main and can play and be really good at. And I main jungle, but it would be boring as fuck for me if every single game I only play jungle. And it's incredibly useful to your team, because sometimes you're going to be last pick, you're going to be the last person, and the majority of time in ranked, even though it's a much smarter decision to pick your mid laner last, or a position that's easily counter-picked last, a lot of the time, especially at bronze and silver level, you're going to end up with support as last pick, and even higher above if you just get unlucky. And what's there's nothing wrong with playing support. It's a fun role. Learn it. It can be fun. Make it fun. And the thing is as well, if you can't play a role and you're sitting there in chat, this is what you look like. I can only play mid-lane. I can only play mid. I've been playing this game for about 2 seconds. I want mid-lane. So yeah, don't be that guy. Oh gee, it sure has got a lot darker in here. I wish I had 75 gold to buy some sort of item so that I could see better. So light. It's glorious. But yeah, my point being, if you have 75 gold spare after you've bought an item for your build, buy wards. Buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. If you are the jungler, buy wards. Ward dragon, ward baron if it's getting towards that point in the game. Ward your own buffs. You might even catch out the enemy jungler. If you kill them, you've made your money back and a profit. What's more, you've shut down their jungler for a little amount of time where you could go and steal his jungle. Every lane needs to be buying wards. They are a core part of every single build. It doesn't matter. Okay, the ADC, I would say, is probably the only role in the game that can get away with maybe not buying wards. But even then, if it's the late game and you're going to be roaming about and you have a slot free and you've got that gold just sitting there, buy them. And I know you're thinking, but Dylan, I need that 75 gold so I can buy a second DSG. Wards are a core item. That is why, and every single character, just like pots, they are on the recommended items. It doesn't matter. If you are playing Fiora, if you are playing Sona, if you are playing fucking Giggles McGee, Wards are still there in your recommended items. Buy them. They will save your ass, they will save your teammates' ass, and they will pay for themselves, okay? You would have to be fucking dumb not to buy them, and I don't give a fuck if you're not the support. Buy wards. Movement speed is a lot more useful than you might think. Not only for the obvious reasons of it means you can get your fat ass out of there quicker and get your fat ass back into lane quicker. No, don't say that again, Kiro. No. But it also means that you can get into range to harass and get out of range of their harass a lot easier. Think of it this way, say you're going up against the mirror lane and the enemy's got AP quints, which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. That gives you great extra burst in the early game. But if you have movement speed quints and you both got a targeted ability that is a silence, if you have a slightly higher move speed from those quints, if you can get into range and pop off your silence before they can pop off theirs, because you've been able to just sneak into range without them even noticing, then you are going to be able to get a lot of free harass off on them that they might not have been able to get off on you. So that's just something to consider there. Maybe just getting your boots a bit earlier than you usually would, or getting move speed quints. I'm not saying, of course, this means you should buy boots of swiftness on every character, because that would be dumb. But movement speed has a lot more practical uses than it does for chasing or running away. Download LOL Recorder and watch your own replays. It might seem boring as fuck, but it can actually be quite entertaining, especially if you've done really good at a game and you want to upload it onto YouTube. Also, watch streamers and the tournaments as well. If you're interested in that sort of thing, if you find it boring as fuck, there's no point watching it, because if you're bored, you're not going to learn anything, you're not going to be able to pay attention. But if you enjoy watching this sort of thing, you can learn a great deal from it. A great streamer I'd recommend, who's probably the best Katarina player in the world, at least to the best of my knowledge, is TiensiNoAkuma. I'll include a link to his YouTube and his Twitch channel. He usually streams pretty much every day. Also, whenever the tournaments are on, like DreamHack's on right now, for instance, or whenever the LCS is on, give them a watch. They're incredibly entertaining, and also you can see some of the best players in the world playing at their best. You've got to be careful, because a lot of things that work at higher levels won't work at bronze levels. The same way things that happen at bronze levels wouldn't work in a million years at higher levels. So keep that in mind. Just because AD Sona worked a charm in top lane and bronze doesn't mean it's going to work too well in top lane and gold, or plat, or diamond, or challenger.
Vi stands for Vice.
Be self-critical. Now, this is probably one of the hardest ones to get hold of, because no one likes to admit when they've made a mistake in a game to actually stop blaming yourself for it. Now, I'm not saying you should be like, oh man, I'm so bad at League. I'm so bad I've been driven to drinking. It was all my fault. I don't know how it happened, but there was 5 extra people on the enemy team, and I was on my own. Oh well, guess I'll just sit here and drink myself to death. I can't even turn the bottle correctly so that I can't get sued for copyright. Oh, such a sad day. Yeah. Just ignore the fact I didn't really drink that. But just learn to look at mistakes, where you've made them, and where you could possibly go a bit better. For instance, say you're getting ganked a lot, and you notice it's because the jungler is coming around a different way to where you've warded. Say there's a Kha'Zix jungle, and he's being rather brave, and instead of going directly up lane, he's coming round the back, and he's jumping from directly behind your tower and coming to get you. He's running down the bushes. Maybe you can think then, okay, I just put my ward further down, so I'm covering the entrance to my jungle. Or I think I'll pop a ward in the bush. Or when you go in on certain things, a lot of League is about decision making. And it's one of the hardest things to pick up, because no one can tell you or really teach you good decision making. You just have to practice, and it will come to you naturally. But yeah, just be self-aware, be self-critical, and don't think you're God's gift to the game. This last point, and probably the most important one, I would say to everyone, is to chill out. Have fun, and especially in ranked. Don't get stressed and don't lose your nerves. Stay calm. Stay relaxed. Smoke up a big old jamboree and just calm down, relax and take it easy. And especially don't let it get to you. If you've got assholes being assholes, mute them. Ignore it. What are they gonna do? Oh no, they're typing at me angrily! Yeah, seriously guys, just chill the fuck out. It's only a game. Just have fun, enjoy yourself, and I know we all want to win, but sometimes you just can't. So just think, well, hey, who cares? Just go on to the next game, keep positive, and you'll be sure to do well. And like I said, I ain't no expert at League, but that's just what Bronze has taught me. And I hope this has helped you guys. You're awesome, have an awesome day. Oh, and one more thing. Fuck you, Singed! Fuck you!